Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Greetings. I get this question a lot. What is it like being married to an African man? So I'm African American, and I've been married to my husband, my African husband, West African husband. He's from the Gambia. We've been married, alhamdulillah, for almost 21 years. It'll be 21 in January, inshallah. And I get this question a lot. So I was thinking about it this morning as I was driving to the office, and here's my 5 things. There's so many things. There's probably 100 things I've learned since being married to an African man for over 20 years. The first thing I've learned, number 1, is the power of femininity. So before I met my husband and earlier into my marriage, I was more masculine dominant because I came from a background where I always thought I had to be independent. I had to have a strategy, a plan for my life. I was always a planner. I always knew the direction I wanted to go in. I was very headstrong. I knew what I wanted. I knew what I needed in my life. And I was full steam ahead all the time with my own plan. And being married to a very masculine, I would say alpha type African man totally shifted me. I had to shift because I had to be able to respect his plan as well. I had to be able to sometimes step back and let him lead. And that was hard for me. That took me a long time to really learn the power of letting him lead and trusting his leadership and letting him guide our family. And he's always taken our family in a great direction. So, and it's allowed me to just lean back more and be easier about things and just allow myself to be more in flow in my femininity, which has actually made my life easier and better. So I'm so glad that I had to learn that lesson. Number 2 thing I had to learn is I learned the beauty of community through him. The thing about Africans is they treasure family and community. They put community and family sometimes above their own needs, wants, and desires. And I see the power now of really pouring into your family, pouring into your community, making sure they're well, and how they will also make sure you're well. So that's been beautiful. They are very, very family oriented in a way that I never even, he would give the shirt off his back to his family, his community, a stranger. So that leads into number 3 is generosity. Very, very generous. Comes from a very generous family. He was taught to be generous and giving. And it literally rubbed off on me and made me a more generous person. 4 is discipline. I feel like he's a disciplinarian in our family with our kids and even in life in general, like discipline with financial wellness. I used to be a spendthrift and just spend and just, oh, I like it, I want it, get it now, instant gratification. That could be an American thing. And he has really taught me about financial discipline and being okay waiting for things to come and not wanting instant gratification every minute, being okay with waiting and being patient and planning and putting money aside and saving and investing. And then the last thing I think I've learned is how to have more trust and how to get closer in my relationship to the creator of the universe. He's a very religious and spiritual man, and they grow up very religious, and they grow up having God as a center of their lives, and having that trust and the knowing that God will take care of things for you. God is always with you, protecting you, watching over you, and that definitely has influenced my life in such a more positive, beneficial way. So there's so many more things, but if you guys have questions or comments, let me know. My salams.